And we're live! How is everybody? All right. So, pretty cool stuff. All right. First off, the glare. All right. Over there. A bottle of water here. Wait and see if anybody decides they're going to join in. So, today's discussion is not going to be solely about Power Rangers, but the Psycho Rangers that debuted in Power Rangers in Space. So I guess my glasses. I always have a mark or something on my face, don't I? So little history here on the Psycho Rangers. The Psycho Rangers were created to basically be the equivalent bad guy to the In Space Power Rangers, except they look incredibly cooler. To this day, I think these are still my favorite iteration of the Power Rangers costume, and they're bad guys, which makes sense because bad guys always look cooler than the good guys. Let's face it. So, some notes here before I really get started. First off, in case you didn't know, I am the logical one, John Wise, and you are watching The Logic. Thanks for tuning in. The Psycho Rangers, they kind of use the same voices, I believe, as the equivalent. So Red Ranger would voice the Psycho Ranger, except it was more, I want to say, robotic, because I think that's essentially what they were. I think they were essentially like robots. Or cyborgs, maybe more like cyborgs. But they were really, really cool looking. And I have been waiting for figures on it. Fans in general have been waiting for figures on these for a long time. I think these might be the first time. I don't remember the Psycho Rangers ever being available in action figure form before. So this is pretty cool. And Bandai, for the 25th anniversary, had showcased all of the Psycho Rangers that were going to be available. Now, this is important to know because Bandai, at the end of this year, lost their license to produce Power Ranger figures, which was the big news that we found at Toy Fair last year, that Hasbro was taking over. And this blew everybody's minds, all Power Ranger fans' minds, because Bandai has had the Power Rangers figure line forever, since its inception. All right, 1993. My Power Rangers, my Megazord, all came from Bandai. But the quality in Bandai's Power Rangers toys have gone down substantially a lot. Last non-legacy item I bought from Bandai, I bought the first Dino Charger Megazord. Now, at this point, I hadn't bought a Megazord since the White Tiger Zord, when it came with the White Ranger. Of course, when you got a Zord back in the day, you got all the pieces that made up that Zord. The original Megazord had 5 Dinozords that created the Megazord. You got all 5 of those Zords. The only exception were the Thunder Zords, which had the 4 Zords and the Red Dragon Thunder Zord. But eventually, even that came packaged together. So the Ninja Zords, also kind of the exception, came with the 4 main Zords and then the Falcon Zord. And I don't know if those were ever packaged together. They probably were at some point, I'm sure. But even those were Give me just a moment here. Stupid messages on popping up on my computer. Can't do this before I go live. There we go. So for the most part, though, when you bought a Megazord, it came with the legs, the arms, the weapons, everything that it should have been with the Megazord. But at some point over the years, that decreased. You also, if it didn't have painted details, you got stickers or decals to put on the Zords. Well, when I bought this Dino Charger Megazord, I was looking to get back into maybe Zord collecting. Not so much the figures, because the figures just weren't all that great looking to me. The Zords looked all right in the package. So I bought this Dino Charger thing home, and I took it out of the box, and lo and behold, I'm looking at this thing, and I was like, okay, the details on it are nice and everything. And then I turned it to the back towards literally no paint. No paint. It's just a solid. The T-Rex was red, so it was just a solid red, which blew my mind. I'm like, wait, what? What? There was no details. I don't look in the box for stickers. There's no stickers, nothing. And then, okay, yeah, it only needed 3 Zords to become the Megazord, but there were still 2 other Zords that connected. You could remove to connect. So I'm looking at the box. I was like, really? That's it? I have to buy the other 2 separate? So very disappointing. Then I looked online and found out this had become a regular thing with Bandai. And I could tell in the quality of their 5-inch figures that the details weren't there, because you would get the standard figure, and then it would be a figure with like a motorcycle or a vehicle or something, and it would literally be just a straight red or straight blue or straight whatever the color ranger is. It'd be a straight color, no color decals whatsoever. With maybe essentially the black or maybe the silver for the mouth and the eyes. But for the most part, there was no other details to these figures. You compared the standard 5-inch to this one that come with the vehicle, and this one had more detail than the one that hit the vehicle. But I have to say that wasn't saying much. So everybody, you're like, get into the Psycho Ranger review already. 8 minutes in. So, wow, I really dragged on, didn't I? So when it was announced that Bandai was showing off the Psycho Rangers, focus. We were excited because we were getting the Psycho Rangers, and they showed red, black, blue, pink, yellow. Of course, there were con exclusive silver and green. Silver, I don't count as an official Psycho Ranger because it was the Zane dressed as a Psycho Ranger. And green, I don't count, as cool as it looks, because it also is not really canon. It is with the comic books. So I don't, as cool as it would be to have those, I'm not going to spend the $300, $50 for the Silver Ranger, and like the insane almost $200 for the green Psycho Ranger. I was content with just the 5 base Psycho Rangers. And when I finally went to Walgreens, I got these 2 of them at Walgreens. One of them I had the pre-order through GameStop. Red and blue I found at Walgreens. Black I found I had a pre-order through GameStop. So when I found the red one, the red Rob, I was gonna say the red one and Ranger at the same time. Don't work. When I found the red Psycho Ranger, I was extremely excited. I was like, "Oh, awesome! They're out. They're available." So I immediately looked at the back of the box, and I'll show you here in a minute. It had red, blue, and white Dino Ranger. Like, where's black, pink, and yellow? It's like, this is close to the end of the year. Is this going to be a late wave for the other 3 figures? I managed to find blue at another Walgreens, and I looked it up online to find out when the other 3, and black was coming out with another wave on its own. But because of the lateness, we're not getting yellow and we're not getting pink. So we're going to have 3 out of the 5 main Psycho Rangers. Because as of now, Bandai's done. And we won't know till next month, in a few weeks, at Toy Fair, what Hasbro has in line for us with Power Rangers. Will they continue the same style of the Legacy figures? If they do, that'd be great. It'd be also awesome. Jesus. It'd be also great if we got the yellow and pink Psycho Rangers. But something tells me that ain't going to happen. So yeah, I've been tempted to see if I could find somebody who customizes figures and just have them make a pink and yellow for me just to complete the damn set. But I don't know. But you know what? These 3 look awesome in the package. I'm getting ready to take them out. So it's been a little over 11 minutes now. You guys are like, God, shut the hell up. Can we get on with the review? Yes, we can. So I'm going to start off with my favorite, red. So let's go ahead and go over the packaging here. First off, there he is. So we got the new, I guess it'd be like a silver, white, gray package, as opposed to the black that we were used to getting. We have the nice, shiny silver Power Rangers logo there. 25th anniversary sticker, because these are the 25th anniversary figures. We got what we believe is red Psycho Ranger right here on the side. And then we have the figure within with his weapon, which is being covered by the lightning bolt. But it's there, trust me. We got the name, Psycho Red Ranger, from Power Rangers in Space. And there's the Bandai logo. On the sides, there's no art. But on the back, we do have the full picture of this Red Ranger, Red Psycho Ranger. It says great articulation, super detail. I'm going to go over that because I got a beef with about this one right here. So here we have on the back, we have the 3 figures in this wave. Now you notice the black one is not on here. So this figure here, there's a gentleman who's going to be joining me for a big Power Ranger discussion. I'm hoping next week. He has this figure, Dino Ranger White. And you'll note this here is all detailed, right? The vest has the black outlines and all that. Now, he sent me a picture. He has this. He turned it around, and these lines and everything on his vest and on the back, they're not painted at all. No detail, no paint job, nothing. Now, these are essentially $20 figures. And they're not going full detail on these things. So that goes back to the issue I was having with the current 5-inch line, the Zord line. But we're going to open these suckers up. Hopefully we don't get that problem with these. So I'm going to go ahead and open up red. And real quick, the packaging for the Psycho Blue. Same exact packaging. Weapon down here. Picture here again. Figures in the wave. Now this one's interesting. Now this one, we have the figure inside, the weapon, the name, all that. Now you turn over to the back, we've got artwork, the picture of the figure. However, no white Dino Ranger. So it was weird that he did not come out with the other 3 figures. He just came out on his own. So, but this here is I believe, the last of the Legacy figures. And I'm getting ready to open him up. I've been called crazier. So let's go ahead and open up Psycho Red. Now, this also is important because I have the original Mighty Morphin Legacy figures that came out with the Build-A-Zord parts, except for blue. And when I get the Blue Ranger, which I pre-ordered from GameStop, is when the Power Ranger episode will show up on here. but I've never opened those. So this is the first Legacy figure I've opened. All right, so this pleases me already. There is no like bands or clips or anything. So, yay. All right. So we're going to try to get this sorted out. Okay. Try to get him out. All right. All right. So far, I'm pretty pleased. I think the joints could be a little tighter, but we'll go over that here. All right, so out of the package, here is your red Psycho Ranger. Now, there's some detailing going on with this guy. I'm actually really happy with. So we'll go from head to toe. First off, that face sculpt is awesome. Absolutely love the face sculpt on this thing. You got the silver buckles here. You got those on the wrists too. You got them on the shoulders. Actually, I'm going to have to put my glasses on a little bit so I can see if there's any paint mishaps. So far, this looks like a pretty clean. Yeah, these are all clean. Clean paint job here. Of course, very shiny red. So yeah, this is a fantastic looking figure. And I'm assuming that's Japanese. I never understood what that N was. I'm pretty sure that's an N. The boots. So I mean, this is an incredibly, really sweet looking figure. We're talking about the lack of detail on some of the figures I've heard about. Not so much on this one. I mean, you got detail here. You can see that there's dual layers to his pants, in the back of his shirt and vest, his armor. So yeah, this is a really awesome figure. So let's go ahead and go over articulation on this guy. Looks like the head does move. Right. Does look up and down. Not so much side to side. So it's not on a ball joint. Arms. Looks like they go forward and backward. The vest is going to hinder because that is a hard plastic vest. So that's about as far out as you're going to get the arms to go forward. Out, however, they go out pretty good. Now this is what I was talking about. This is loose. That I'm not happy about. We got swivel at the bicep area here. We've got, looks like dual elbow joints. Wrist, we have wrist articulation like so. Same with this one. And they swivel. Waist articulation goes from that way to that way and that way to that way. Does not go all the way around. Does have an ab crunch, again, which is kind of loose, but not as loose as that arm. Leg can go out that far. Leg can go back that far. Legs can go out that way. There is swivel at the leg as well. No swivel at the boot. We do have double knee joints. And we do have foot rocker a bit and movement. So all in all, not a bad figure. a few complaints, but minimal. Now, Psycho Red comes with one accessory, that being his sword. The sword is pretty cool. It's got a nice little black red theme going there. Mine is a little warped from the package, but not too bad. It's almost not really noticeable. I think it's starting to straighten out already. And that will go in, assuming either hand. And there you go. Psycho Red. Pretty cool. Absolutely love this figure. He will display nicely, and he stands really well. Stands really well. No complaint with the standing. So, pretty damn cool. I'll put him over there. So my foot and everything straightened out. Okay. So, all right. Psycho Red down. So, who is your favorite Psycho Ranger? Was it red? Was it blue? Was it pink? Was it yellow? Who was your favorite Psycho Ranger? Let me know in the comments below. Or if you get on the chat right now, you can tell me now. All right, so now we come to Psycho Blue. All right. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So I really have a problem with these ab crunches. I really do. I just think they're too loose. Same with the red Psycho. And I'm thinking because of the same sculpt, there are going to be an issue across the board. But here is the blue. Now you can tell he's essentially the same exact as the red, same sculpt, different paint job. Or same sculpt, just different paint job for the armor. Same with the back. So let's go ahead and make sure his articulation matches the other. I'm sure it will. Head up, down, arms out. Arms are tight. Arms are tight. That's good. Oh, this actually has ratchet. It says small ratchet. See this red one. The red one, the ratchet has this is over on the left arm, but there was no ratchet on the right arm, which is why it's so damn loose. Now I had an issue with the crunch. Okay, so it's not wobbly, but it is kind of, well, I guess it is staying put. Still, I would have liked to have had maybe been on a ratchet as well, or at least tighter. But yeah, the arms are still the same. Arms are going out. These actually are on a ratchet that are working. Same with the elbows, actually, which are also double jointed. The wrists also move. Also swivel. Legs out. Knees are not on a ratchet, but they are double jointed. And then the ankles are the same. So basically same articulation as red. A little better because it's got this one's ratchets are actually working. And I look at the mouth. This mouth is really shiny. I absolutely love that. That is so cool. I love how these things shine. And I love the dark black contrast to the bright colors of their outfits. So you might have, when I was taking him out, might have seen me looking at his weapon, going, well, this is kind of a soft, almost gummy plastic. This worries me, because I hope it doesn't warp in time while he's holding it. But that will also should fit right in his hand. And it does. I love that blue with the silver mix. And if you look closely, it does have the logo here. Bunch of stuff popping up again. It does have their logo up here. Now, maybe you can see it better on that side. I don't know. There we go. There we go. So pretty cool. Absolutely love it. Again, not really seeing any paint messes, anything like that. So stick him over there. I just hit Red's sword and it fell. That was my fault. All right, next, finally, Psycho Black. Because he's Psycho. It's such a psycho. I do like how these are not putting twisty ties or anything like that. Oh, this is awesome. I'm already taking his weapon, which is a staff. Very gummy staff too. Damn it. Sit there. Sit there and pout. I don't care. Oh, this one actually has a special flap too. He did not just fall on the floor. He did not just fall on the floor. Okay. So this is pretty interesting. Going to be pretty interesting because the paint apps on this is going to be very, very minimal, and this is the one time I think they could actually get away with it. Although I do have, of course, have a few suggestions. No, actually, this is a two-tone black. So I will let you look at him, and you can tell. You can tell it's a little shinier black than the rest of the black on him. So that's pretty cool. They could have, Bandai being Bandai, they could have gone completely cheap and just made it straight, the same straight black. But they didn't do that. I will give them credit this time. So that's kind of cool. Okay. Huh? This one might be the best out of the three. So, articulation on this guy. Head. Same as the others. Moves up, down. Arms, of course, move out. Same. Backward, same. Out. And you'll notice, tight. Although this one has a ratchet. You can hear it, kind of. This one not. It still works. And it's not loose. So, the ab crunch. Tight. I like that. And of course, we have the wrist, or the twist at the waist. We've got the legs out. I'm all over the place with the articulation right now. We got the double ratchet elbow joints. We've got the wrists, swivel with the wrists that move, the wrists. We've got the double joints, feet. So, and the paint app on this guy is also amazing. I will say this, across the board on all three of these, the paint is amazing. No complaints with this whatsoever. This is, I think, the best out of the three. Pretty much near perfect on everything. Except one. This weapon, which is really cool looking. I absolutely love the way it looks. I like the silver mixed with the black. I like the silver tip. However, we've got gummy. I'm not a fan of gummy weapons. I'm really not. So this is going to be cool because this is going to probably allow us to have two-handed poses. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. So you can get them in a really cool pose. Like, yeah, this is an amazing figure. I absolutely love this black Psycho Ranger. That's probably how I'm going to have him pose on the shelf, too. I'm not going to lie. So that's really cool. That's absolutely amazing. So the Psycho Rangers, yes. Yeah. Also cool pose. I like stabs. I can't help it. I think that's my favorite weapon is the staff. So let me see if I can get these guys standing and maybe posed a little bit. And then show you what we got. Alright. Not gonna happen. Oh well. Anyway, the Psycho Rangers, very cool figures. Absolutely love them. Let me know what you think. Again, who's your favorite Psycho Ranger? Which one of these three is your favorite? Are you disappointed that we're not getting pink and yellow? I am. Let me know in the comments below. And if you'll be so nice, maybe give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe bell, please. Bong. And if you really want to be cool, get the word out about my channel. Help me, please. Share if you care. In the meantime, I am the Logical One, John Wise. I will be back a little later with another live stream with my Royal Rumble predictions, because it is the Royal Rumble. So that means it's the return of the Logic Wrestling Show with yours truly. So I'll see you then. Thank you very much for tuning in. Until then, may the power protect you.